Hey, good morning or afternoon or maybe good evening even. Welcome to one of my first videos on my YouTube channel. In upcoming videos, I would like to take a look. I would like to do some exercises if you are stuck in work, if you're sitting a lot, not moving enough, and you can start to feel pain in your lower back, or maybe feel you start getting weaker. So I like to get some exercises, which will approximately take like half an hour. And with these exercises, you will train mostly your core, also a bit of your back, which is part of your core, and a little bit of balance, since standing on one leg can be challenging. So for today, we will be working on our core by doing hollow holds. We're gonna do some one-legged deadlifts, and as last one, where I also want to work on is some upper body strength. So it will be easier to sit upright and also stand upright. So for this workout, I would like to recommend to have a ball like this. If you don't have it yet, you can do some adjustments, but I would definitely recommend to buy a ball like this. It's great to do a lot of core stability exercises with, but it's also nice because you can sit on it when you're behind your desk. And for me, I really cannot sit still, so it's great. I can work on my computer and I can move whatever I want, and with that, I'm also using my core to sit upright. So really, if you don't have yet one, buy it, and it's not too expensive, so it's affordable for every wallet. Um, Furthermore, if you know you have tight hamstrings, because we're gonna work on that today as well, I would recommend to have a belt. This is like a classic yoga belt, but just like any normal belt will be doing the job. And if you know you're good with stability, you can have an extra weight with you, and then you can add that to our stability exercise. Um, oh yeah, and if you want to do this workout without me the next time, I would recommend to have a timer. I put it now on my old phone because we're going to do a short Tabata workout. And therefore, it's good to have a timer which makes a sound, so you know you can rest or you have to go again. So, what are we going to do? We're gonna start with a few yoga vinyasas, and then we're gonna start with so we're a bit more warmed up. Then we're gonna start with our tabata, which is for 8 times, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and this time we're gonna do it with a hollow hold. I will show you the different types of progressions you can use, and you will see if you do this one more often, it's really getting better, but it's a crushing one, so you definitely will feel your abs after this. And afterwards, we will start to slow down a little bit. We're gonna work on the other side, so we'll use the ball to retrain our upper body. I will show you some moves for that too. And then at the end, we're gonna do the stability workout, which is just a small set where we can train our ankle, our knees, and like our whole upper body. And at the end, which is sort of our cooling down, we will be working on some stretches for our hamstrings. And this is great to help you to make it easier to have a correct posture. So definitely recommend it to work on those, especially if you are a soccer player or runner or you play hockey. Then it's known that these often become a bit too short. So let's start. So first, I'm gonna start with a little yoga vinyasa workout. We're gonna do a few sun salutations. If you've never done yoga, just follow me. And it's important you focus on your breath so you can really feel how your body is feeling today. Don't have any opinion about it, just that's how it is. That's how you're going to start your workout. So we're going to start with three half sun salutation A, then two full salutation A, and one sun salutation B. And you will feel that afterwards you might feel your muscles are a bit more less tight. So afterwards we can go for our tabata. So our first half sun salutation, make sure your feet are hip width apart. And breathe in, get your hands up. Breathe out, go down. You can bend your knees, especially in the beginning if you're still a bit tight. Try to place your hands right over your feet. Breathe in, halfway. Breathe out, go down. Breathe in, go up. Breathe out, one to center. So this one, 2 more times. Breathe in, go up. Go out, go down. Halfway lift. Breathe out, go down. And all the way up. And back to the center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out. And up. So now we're going to the full sun salutation. And take it easy on yourself since you're still, a bit stiff, not warmed up yet. So I will do the really easy version of the sun salutation. Breathe in, go up. Breathe out, go down. Breathe in, halfway. Breathe out, go to plank. Take your time. Breathe in. Make sure you have a good strong plank. Breathe out, knees down, body down. Shoulders to the back. Breathe in. Go up. This is your cobra. Go down. Go via child's pose to downward dog. Have 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Look forward to your hands. Breathe out, move your feet next to your hands. Breathe out furthermore. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out. And all the way up. Breathe in. And breathe out to the heart. So this one more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out into plank. Breathe in plank. Breathe out, go down. Shoulders to the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go to your downward facing dog. Again, 3 more breaths. Make sure that your back and your neck is one line. And you press away your hands. Press them away to have your butt to the sky. Do not arch your back. Make sure it is straight. You can move a little bit with the legs to warm up your calves. Breathe in, look to your hands. Breathe out, move them, move your feet close to your hands. Breathe in halfway, out, and in. Now we're going to do sun salutation B, where we will start in our seating pose, which is a bit heavier on the legs, but therefore good to train. And we will go to our warrior 1 and some on warrior 2. I do slight adaptation to the normal sun salutation B, but I'll find this one more effective and feels nice for my body. So join me, and if you like to do the original one, also fine. Breathe in. Go to chair. Breathe out, go down. Breathe in, halfway. Breathe out, go to plank. Breathe in. Breathe out to the floor. Breathe in, shoulders back. Breathe out, go to downward facing dog. Breathing, right feet up. And breathe out, move it to the left side of the mat. Make sure your shoulders are still aligned with the short line of your mat. Still parallel. Breathe in, look to the hands. Breathe out, put your feet between your hands. And come up to warrior 1. Breathe in. Breathe out, go to a sort of cactus pose. Breathe in here. Arch backward. Breathe out. Breathe in, warrior 1. Breathe out, warrior 2. Breathe in, warrior 1. Breathe out, go to plank. Breathe in and out to the floor. shoulders back, breathe in, breathe out, go. To downward facing dog. Breathe in, left feet up, and out. Go to the right side. You feel a nice stretch over the left side of your body. Make sure again that your shoulders stay parallel to the short end of your mat. Breathe in, look to the hands. Breathe out, put your feet between your hands. Breathe in, come up. Warrior one. Breathe out. Go to cactus. Breathe in. Little arch. Breathe out. Come back. Breathe in. Warrior one. Breathe out. Warrior two. Breathe in. Warrior one. Go back to plank. And out to the floor. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, look at your hands. Breathe out. Bring the foot between the hands. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out, last time down. Breathe in, go to chair. And out. So I hope you feel nicely warmed up now. So we're gonna start with a tabata. Let me first show you which progressions you can be using. Well, we want to train our core, and not only one part, but the whole chain. So to do that, we're gonna go to a so-called hollow hold. So eventually, if you have more experience or have a good core, you probably already know what it is, and I will show you the end result where we're aiming for. So you can start like this. You get your knees out, your arms up, and with this, it is important that your back is still touching the floor. Well, you could try this now already at home, but you will see it can be pretty tough to get the floor attached to the floor all the time. So if you're not there yet, we have some poses which we can try to really work on. So where you will start is with your knees to your face, which should be easy to do, and you should feel that your back is touching the floor. You put your hands like here, and you can move your feet slightly, for example, 90 degrees. And see how it feels. Can you still keep your back to the floor? Well, when this feels okay, you can maybe do one down, up, and the other one. See how you can go, but very important, your back must be touching the floor all the fucking time. If you're training with somebody else, try it a little bit out and let the other person go with his hand underneath your back to make sure you're touching the floor. If you're losing the grip, that means you have to go back to your progression. So I don't want to see this. Now I can go underneath. No, if you get that, go back. Maybe just a little bit less. Every progression is okay as long as you're touching the floor with your back. The further you go, the heavier it's going to be. So this time we're going to do tabata, which is 20 seconds your intention, 10 seconds of rest. 20 seconds is not much, but I can tell you, after 8 rounds, it is getting tougher. So let's see how far we are getting. So I hope you guys are ready. I am. So let's start. We have a 10 seconds countdown. I start in the progression, which is pretty doable, but a little bit challenging. So we start 20 seconds. So this is the most challenging version. You can also go here. And if you really want to go this low, make sure also your butt is really in good force. It makes it easier to hold you back to the floor. 2, 1, go. This was the first round. Oh, still doable, huh? 3, 2, 1. We may go again. can notice, you only have a very short moment of rest, so really make it as easy for yourself as possible, and we go again. One, go. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Yes, I'm starting to feel it. So if you also have that and you feel that your move is going down, let's go. You can also go back to an easier progression. For example, only with one feet, or maybe you want to move them. And make sure your back is touching the floor. 1, yes, rest. So we're round 5, let's go. We're round 6, go. Up. Okay, only 2 more to go. No. Sorry guys. Yeah, 2. There we go. Okay, let's get it on. Probably start to feel your belly button muscles right now. That's okay. Only 2 more times. One. Last time rest. Okay. So we're gonna go to the last round. Get everything out. After this, you can relax a bit more. Then you go back to one level harder, where you push yourself and go. Halfway. Make sure that back is touching the floor. Oh, Jesus. 2, 1, and yes. Good job, guys. Whew. Well, if you like it, you can turn around and go into upward dog when you're in Cobra. I personally prefer Cobra since it's a little bit less heavy on my the lower back. But if you don't have that, you can find this maybe even more stretching because it also stretches the lower part of your belly muscles. So now we're going to the next challenge, and this is going to be with the ball. This one I know from the time when I did surfing in Mexico. I really love my time there with the Oasis surf school and Spanish school. We also had weekly workouts, which really trained our upper muscle, which is very important when you go surfing for paddling. So let's try to do this all with the ball. How I like to do it, you're gonna lean forward with the ball and you try to get your feet some way attached. Can be a bit challenging. If you're at home, maybe you can put something like maybe you can support yourself with a couch or with a wall. It makes it a bit easier. And what we're going to do is going to bring ourselves up. When you widen your legs, might be a bit easier to keep the stability. If you think this workout is really easy, you can add weights. I only brought one now, but if you have another one, you can also do this one with this. And make sure you're doing it slowly, so you're not using the impulse, but you're really using your muscles to make the move. So we're gonna do 2 times 15. So make sure you're ready and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So if this went easy, just use a weight next time. We're gonna have a little break now, not too long, so maybe you like it to loosen a little bit up, especially when it was easy or when it is hard. Also, you can feel it in your upper back. Maybe you also need to put tension on your butt and lower back, so that can be a little bit maybe a bit more stiff now. So let's do this again, and now add the weights if you feel comfortable with that. So, are you guys ready? Okay, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there you go, number 15. Yes, that's great. Oh, yeah, I can definitely feel that. To give ourselves a little rest, we're going to go to wide-legged child's pose. Let's get your toeing touching each other and your knees wide, maybe as wide as your mat. And you can go down into child's pose. You can feel a nice stretch over your back. And maybe if you have tight lats, look up. And let's go up. So now we're going to do our balance exercises. If you have a thick mat, you probably would prefer to stand aside of it because it's nice to have extra stability. What we're going to do is we're going to do a one-legged deadlift. How are we going to do that? We're going to stand on one of our legs. So I'm going to start with my left leg, put my right leg up, and move it slowly to the back, and come up. So maybe from the side would be nice to watch how far you can go. How far you can go is also dependent on the mobility of your hamstrings. So you might need to bend the knee where you're standing on. So you go down. If you find it hard, you can bend this leg. Maybe go up. Well, if this is really easy for you, you can use a weight. And the heavier the weight, the harder it's going to be. The easy version is have the weight next to your standing leg. So we're going to go down. Oops. You can see stability is definitely not one of my strongest characteristics. That's why it's good to practice. If you put the weight to the other hand, you will notice it's a bit more unstable. So it's also a good practice to do. As you can see, my shoulders are, well, I hope at least, horizontal. So don't go do this, but really stay in a horizontal line. We're going to do it for both legs. So let's start with 10 on each side. And you will also see I will not make a perfect 10. So, but do 10 and try to make them as good as possible. So let's bring one foot up. There we have one. And in between the sets, in between. Try not to put your, in my case, right feet down. So really let that left feet and then ankle and calf, in my case, work. If you're not using any weights, it's nice to hold your hands wide. And I also like to use one point of reference where I look at, so it's easier to, here you see, get my stability. That's number 5. And this is number 5. Ooh, you can feel your left leg. At least I can for sure feel it in the lower part of my leg because all those tiny muscles know how to work. So let's go to the other side. Let's bring your feet forward and go back. Just see, I've also bent my knee when it's getting a bit harder. You will see that one feet is definitely better at it than the other. In my case, my right leg is way less stable. I injured it a few times my ankle. So that's definitely not helping, but therefore extra useful to practice your balance, because if you ever collapsed your ankle or broke it, those muscles around your ankle are weaker, so it's extra important to train them to stabilize them so you will not have the same injury again. Already at 7. Two more. Let's get that balance. There we go. Whew. That was nice. Okay. So let's go to your hamstrings. So if you feel I can do a bit more, pause the video and do it a few more times. Now, since we have a little bit lack of time, I like to go forward to our hamstrings to really go to our cooling down. So the hamstrings is important to train, so it's easy to stand upright. If your hamstrings are too short, people tend to go arching in their back because it makes it shorter. So therefore, to be able to really stand upright easily for yourself, make sure you can move those. So have your back straight, and you can see I'm in a 90-degree angle, but if you're stiff, you're most likely sitting more like this. That's totally okay. So this to stand up straight. So what we're going to do, well, if you're not there yet, just go from here. Get your shoulders rolled to the back and start to move yourself a little bit forward. This can already be very tensing on your hamstrings. If you're already here, you can put your hands forward and try to aim to the following. Try to aim to get your butt up rather than your body down. And if you want to aim for your body down, get your belly button down at the top of your head, because you will see you're getting this. Here you will not be stretching your hamstrings, but you'll stretch your back. If that is your goal, that's fine. But now I like to aim for stretching our hamstrings. So I really try to get my butt up and my belly down. And therefore I don't need to, totally arch. If you feel that it helps to lengthen your hamstrings, that's fine, but it's not necessary. Put your hands where you can grab your legs, and what you can do, instead of pulling yourself forward using your arms, you can also use your shoulder blades to move them to the back, and that's way more effective and also very good for your shoulders to keep your upper body straight. So we're going to be in this position for 1 minute. So make sure you can feel it, so it can also be here. Make sure you feel your hamstring, but make sure it doesn't hurt like hell, but just an okay pain, because we stay with it for at least 1 minute. Try to focus on your breath, make it a bit more of a meditation activity. Try to breathe through the lower part of your back. You breathe in, lengthen your spine, and you breathe out. Maybe you can pull yourself a bit closer. Okay guys, this is already it. 1 minute is up. Now we're going to go to the next move, which is a bit more dynamic. So what we're going to do is you're first going to check. So this one is known to be a good hamstring stretcher at this position. So have your feet up, your heel on the ground, and have your hips the same parallel to your short end of your mat. And if you can put yourself down. If it is too hard, you can also support yourself like here. If you push here, let's watch out to not overstretch your knee. Just keep a short bend. If you have blocks or books at home, you can also use that to support yourself. And otherwise, just put yourself here and make sure that your spine is straight. This is position 1. So here you can feel the stretch. And we alternate it with position 2. Then you will stretch more your hips. And we're going to move back and forth to really open that hamstring and hip at the same time. So it's a multifunctional move. For this one, we're also going to do it for 1 minute and get a tempo which is okay, doable, but not too crazy. So I'll start in my front position. You can alternate it with your breath. Go to the other side. So get the shape where you want to be in. And let's go for the other side. Flex your foot, and doing your hamstring stretch, so you can also have a bit of stretch for your calves. And that's the last one. So, before we go to the last pose, I realized I forgot something to tell you. Another alternative option for when you're not able to really help yourself toward your legs is use the belt or the band. And also here you can get yourself forward by moving your shoulder blades to the back rather than using your arms. You can also just use your shoulder blade if you find it easier. For the next move, the last one, we can also use the belt. You can stand on it. Let's get a stable position with your feet, close to shoulder width. And also here, we're gonna do a similar bend as we did before. Make sure you don't fall over. So what you're gonna do is get your upper body straight, move your butt to the back, and there you can use the bend to do the same as we did seating. This one will be a bit more tense because you also have gravity working with you right now. If you like to let gravity do even more, you can also now get your lower body down and put your hands together and swing a bit. I'm gonna stay in this pose a little bit longer. Just relax your neck. So we're gonna stay here 2 minutes. So again, make sure it's not too intense, because then you cannot withhold 2 minutes. I'm gonna go a little bit more. So back. Halfway. Let's do this other minute. Every time you exhale, maybe you can let yourself go. When you inhale, you can maybe stretch your spine. My legs are not completely locked. They have a slight bend. There you guys. Okay, get your hands down or on your shin. Look up halfway. One more down. And go up. Big breath and down. So thank you for watching my video. I hope it helped and you're now ready to get back to work. Or go watch more of the videos that will be posted soon on this channel. So subscribe if you like it. And if you have any feedback, please let me know. You can do that by writing below the video. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys.